The North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, was an agreement signed by Canada, Mexico, and the United States that created a trilateral trade bloc in North America. The agreement came into force on January 1st, 1994, and superseded the 1988 Canada United States Free Trade Agreement between the United States and Canada. The NAFTA trade bloc formed one of the largest trade blocs in the world by gross domestic product. The impetus for a North American free trade zone began with US President Ronald Reagan, who made the idea part of his 1980 presidential campaign. After signing of the United States-Canada Free Agreement in 1988, the administration of US President George H.W. Bush, Mexican President Carlos Salinas de Gortari, and Canadian President Brian Mulroney agreed to negotiate what became NAFTA. Each submitted the agreement for ratification in their respective capitals in December 1992, but NAFTA faced significant opposition in both the United States and Canada. All three countries ratified NAFTA in 1993 after the addition of two side agreements, the North American Agreement on Labor Cooperation and the North American Agreement on Environmental Cooperation. Passage of NAFTA was resulted in the elimination or reduction of barriers to trade and the investment between the US, Canada, and Mexico. The effects of the agreement regarding issues such as employment, the environment, and economic growth have been the subject of political disputes. Most economic analysis indicate that NAFTA was beneficial to the North American economies and the average citizen, but harmed a small minority of workers in industries exposed to trade competition. Economists held that withdrawing from NAFTA or negotiating NAFTA in a way that re-established trade barriers would have adversely affected the US economy and cost jobs. However, Mexico would have been much more severely affected by job loss and reduction of economic growth in both the short term and the long term. After US President Donald Trump took office in January 2017, he sought to replace NAFTA with a new agreement beginning negotiations with Canada and Mexico. In September 2018, the United States, Mexico, and Canada reached an agreement to replace NAFTA with the United States Mexico Canada Agreement USMCA, and all three countries had ratified it by March 2020. NAFTA remained in force until the USMCA was implemented. In April 2020, Canada and Mexico notified the US that they were ready to implement the agreement. The USMCA took effect on July 1st, 2020, replacing NAFTA.